I put out a few spring decorations, but as you can see behind there, still a little chilly this morning. Still a beautiful morning. Let's make some ravioli soup today. Before I tried this soup, didn't think I would like it. It made me think of the ravioli in the can. But this is nothing like that. This is turned out to be one of my favorite soups. Okay, let's get started with the ingredients now. 1 tablespoon cooking oil. I used the olive oil. 1 tablespoon of butter. 1 green bell pepper, diced. 1 yellow onion, diced. Your salt and your pepper. 1 pound of ground beef. And some minced garlic. Diced tomatoes. And a can of the tomato sauce. For the tomatoes it's 14-ounce can. And for the tomato sauce it's a 10-ounce can. 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. And 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And it calls for 6 cups of the beef broth, which I used, I made that up from the base here, the beef base, and fixed it up with water. It'll be 6 cups of that. And 20 ounces of the frozen ravioli. And 2 teaspoons of sugar. This is the ravioli I had on hand today. That's what I'll be using. But I have used just the cheese, or whatever is your favorite stuffing inside of them. And it calls for 20 ounces of that frozen ravioli. Okay, I've got the oil in there, and I put the butter in there. Turn my burner on. We'll add in the green pepper and onions. We'll cook these for a little while till they become soft. Season with salt and pepper while that's getting soft. Okay, that's beginning to look soft. We'll add in our ground beef. We'll use our little chopper as it's browning to break that up. And then we'll see if it needs draining or not, to see how much liquid is left in the pan. I did have to drain some of the liquid off of the ground beef mixture because mine was just 73% lean, but it will depend on the amount of lean that you have, if you have to drain it or not. Let's get back to it. We're going to add the garlic now. That was 2 tablespoons of garlic. We'll cook this just for 1 minute. Okay, that's been about a minute. Now we're getting ready to add our tomato sauce and our diced tomatoes in. Okay, next we're going to add our seasonings in. This was the parsley. And here's the Italian seasoning mix. And I call for 2 teaspoons of sugar. Let me add that. There's 1, 2. That kind of balances out the tomato mixture. The sugar does. Okay. Now we'll add our beef broth now. Six cups of that. Okay. Seems like a lot of liquid, but you remember we got to add our ravioli to this. Okay, we'll bring this to a boil. Turn up my heat. Bring it to a boil. Okay, it's starting to boil, so I'll start slowly adding in the ravioli. Now this was a 25-ounce bag, so I'm not going to add the whole bag because it just called for like 20 ounces. I took some of it out because didn't need that much. I just needed 20 ounces. Okay. Now we'll get this stirred up good. Let it make sure that it's bubbling a little bit. Ravioli cool it down some. And after it begins to bubble a little bit, then we'll turn it down and simmer it for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to turn this down to simmer and cover it for about 30 minutes and watch it off and on, and I'll bring you back. Okay, maybe it's cooled down enough. I can give it a taste test. See if it tastes as good as what I remembered. Yes, just as good as I remembered. Like I say, it's a soup, so it's a thin soup. It's not a real thick soup. I think I'll invite my neighbor Janet down. She loves this soup. So, with a big pot of soup, we can invite all kinds of friends down. And like the little sign says right here, I keep on my table, it says, say your prayers. Because we always want to thank the Lord above for the food we eat, the shelter we have, but most of all, the gift of life. Till next time, may God bless everyone.